Hey there, Easterlingers. Hope you're having a good day and hope you've joined my YouTube channel. If not, it doesn't matter, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Alright, we're back with another hate mercenary. This is Bra Kuta. What an interesting name. I think, in my opinion, this looked like an orc. Some sort of an orc, some sort of creature. And I am not following the artwork whatsoever because we're starting off with a little bit of gut rip of flesh. And we're doing this on top of the Grisaille effect, which is the slapchop method, or the many ways of underpainting your miniature, which is black, gray, and a white dry brush. I have a video, you can see that popping up right now. You can take a look at how I slapchop a miniature. And then putting on, usually I've been putting on speed paints right now on the hate miniatures, but I decided to try some Citadel stuff because I noticed that it comes out a little less obvious when you're using their Citadel paints over the Grisaille effect. It's not bad, but it's pretty good. But I love more speed paints on top of this method, to be honest. And I can't wait for Army Painter to bring out all those new colors. I heard there's 60 new colors coming, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, Bra Kuta here I thought was an orc, so I went with that gut rip of flesh to give him an orc look. Now I'm using some skeleton horde on all these like bones and pieces of bones and skulls that he's got all over him, and I actually missed a few because they're really well blended into either the armor or his fur or whatever it is. I don't know if it's his fur, by the way, either, or if he's wearing a fur, but the color I choose for is that I think he's wearing a fur, but it's going to be very, very vibrant and contrasts completely to green. You can probably assume what color that's going to be, but you know what? It's going to bring some color to this game because this game, all the artwork is very brown. I mean, I could just technically slapchop, put a whole Agrax Earthshade or Sepia or Strong Tone on all of these miniatures and just call it a day, and there you go. But it'll look like a chess set more than... Although the game is like chess very much. It's very strategy. Really interesting game. Beautiful miniatures, as you can see here. We're going to move on to the next color now. We're going to be doing some Leviathan Purple. Yes, I'm putting a bright purple on a hate miniature. Why? Because you could use this as a orc shaman in D&D, or as I don't know, maybe even an orc leader in, I don't know if you could use this in Warhammer. I don't know if the base is the legal size or what, but hey, you never know, because miniatures aren't necessarily always for the game you're playing. You can use them in any method you want. If you're doing an Old West D&D campaign, heck, use Zombicide Undead or Alive. You're doing D&D, use Massive Darkness. You're doing Warhammer, I don't know what you can use for that. I never played Warhammer. Conquest. You could use, a Frost Giant for the Ice Jotnar or something like that. You can change it up, do whatever you want. Athonian Camo Shade now. So this is a shade paint by Citadel Colors. We're going to be putting on these little armor platings. I want to test this because the other day I saw someone painting with this Athonian Camo Shade, and it gave a beige stone effect, which is kind of interesting because I thought it was green, and it does have a hint of green, but it seems to do a stone effect. I don't know what to call it, and especially with the Grisaille effect, it really is very subtle. As you can see, I'm just putting on some of those little marks here and there, and yeah. Gorgrunta fur is next now. We're going to be putting those hooves. Yeah, an orc with hooves. That's why I said this thing is interesting. And he's got these weird looking horns everywhere. And I think that was actually, that part I'm painting right now was actually part of that armor. But I said, you know what, it's going to be like something that's sticking out of him. Maybe it's just a horn that's growing there out of that armor plate. Anyways, interesting character this. I've never played with the Mercenaries in Hate. I've only played like the basic easy mode, with just the two sides going at it. But I'd love to try it again and play with these guys. Alright, next we're moving on to some Snakebite leather. We're going to be putting this on all the little straps that he has around him here. Getting some areas here and there. It's hard to tell, but yeah, there's some here, and I forgot some actually around those bones on his left arm, so if you get to those, don't forget those as well. I'm doing a mask with this as well, or whatever this is. At first I thought it was hair, and I'm like, no, this is like a mask of some sort. Cryptic Armor Shade Gloss. This is a shade color by Citadel. We're going to be putting this on the chainmail that he's wearing, or she's wearing. I don't know if it's a he or she. That's an it. And on the part on top of that mallet that he's holding, which is a big bone. And yeah, it's pretty cool. But the Cryptic Armor Shade Gloss makes it shiny, and it makes it armor looking. So it's kind of neat. It's like a non-metallic metal look. So I like that effect as well. Alright, moving on now. Oh, sorry. Here's a Snakebite leather again. I forgot those parts. So I did those parts eventually. Agrak's Erdshade now. We're just going to put on some of these little parts on his skin that has like this little fur ripples. There's some at the bottom of his legs here, on top of his shoulder there, just to make it a little bit darker and have a little bit more of an effect to it as well. Some Balthazar gold now. We're going to be doing this on all those little metallic armor plates that he has. So I also did the nail that's protruding out of that big bone of his there. That's like his axe or his club or whatever. There are a lot of metal parts on this to paint. And then when I was painting this, I started seeing some of the skulls I forgot, so I'll come back and get those off camera. You know, sometimes when you're painting miniature, you can't always pay attention to every detail, especially when you're trying to focus also on the camera, making sure you're in the right angle. I've also changed my angle a bit more so you don't see my hand going in front of the miniature too much. I hope you're enjoying. And there you go, Bra Kuta is painted and ready for the table. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.